Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hi, gorgeouses. How are you? Today we are going to work on our contour. What does it mean? How do we accomplish this? And why is it important? Let's go. All right, guys, so there is nothing on my face excepting for moisturizing lotion and the primer. Primer is that thing that goes in to act as your moisturizer if you do not have one. However, the moisturizer sets the base for your primer afterwards. Okay, for me, I put both on: the moisturizer for my regular skin upkeep, and then the primer I put on for the makeup application to stay. All right, now I am going to use this brush here. Is you realize the shape of it is a little bit slanted, right? Of course, you can use another brush, like let's say for instance you can use this one that has a different shape, like a ball shape. It is perfectly fine. It's the angle of it's the angle of how you hold the brush. Okay, so for instance, I want to contour my nose, right? Contouring in the smallest, most simplest way I can tell you is where your shadows always appear. So as you can see, the light is coming this direction, and my face is here. You automatically see a shadow forming here, right? If I look into the light, that shadow disappears. We are contouring where the shadows fall. Like here, you see that we do have a shadow effect here as well, right? So these areas down your nose bridge, these two areas are where the shadows normally fall. And then again, across here and across here. Now, I always mark ear to lips and ear to lips, right? And then you form eyebrow to end the nose, eyebrow to end the nose, right? So I am going to take a darker shade, and when you purchase your makeup, it is going to tell you what is for contouring and what is for eyeshadow and what is for cutting crease and all of that. Some eyeshadow I do use for contouring as well. It's just be creative, be versatile, okay? This is the palette that I normally use for my blush. I use this one for my highlights. I use this one. This one I use for blush as well. This one is also a highlight, and here I use this mainly for contouring because it's many shades darker than my regular complexion. So I am going to dab into it, not swiping, but dabbing into it so I can get enough product onto the brush. All right, I am going to start from my eyebrows. Nothing is on my face excepting for my moisturizer and my primer. See? Now look at the difference. It does look like a shadow, doesn't it? That's exactly what we want to accomplish. The second one, I am going to continue and do the same thing to the other side. Is there a correct shade or the most appropriate shade for contouring? As long as it is darker than your regular natural complexion, you can use it for contouring. And you want to join this with your eyebrow. You don't have to join them if you don't want to, but it looks better to me and it works better for me. If that's your, so if that's what you want to do as well, that is perfectly fine. If not, that is also fine as well. So Jamaicans, just join the eyebrow, come straight down, and join the next eyebrow, come straight down. Yeah? And make sure so you have a little shadow they show around this. So, and then after that, you know, so we can blend the thing and make it blend up. Yeah? Okay, guys, second step is we want to define the contour. Okay, we're not gonna leave it as sharp as it is looking, because you can tell makeup is on my face just by looking at me. The rest of the makeup, when you finish completing it, it will just blend everything together and it will look appropriate. But right now we're just focusing on contouring. Now for the contouring, to for us to define the contouring, I am going to use the lightest highlight that I have. I could have used this, but and this as well, but I'm going to use the lightest highlight that I have, and I'm going to dab in it as well, and I am going to put it in the center of my nose bridge. What are we doing? We are trying to separate the contouring from the highlight. And we don't normally put too much highlight. A little bit of it will highlight. That's what it's meant to do, so it will do just that. I normally use my fingers for this. You don't have to use a brush for this. You can just dab your finger into it, not swipe or wipe, but just dab it into it, take a little bit off, and just wipe it in the forehead. And also, if you put a filter on your face, you'll realize that the highlight areas are there as well. So your forehead, the tip of your nose bridge, the center, your cupid's brow, and your chin area are always highlighted if you notice a filter. So what the best thing that you can do is put a filter on your face and try to make your makeup look like that filter. All right, so we have our highlights going on right now. We are going to blend and make it look as natural as possible. I'm going back for the first brush that I used to contour, and I'm just blending that out. Blending is key in doing your makeup. You don't want nothing to look sharp and blunt and cut crease like a sliced bread. Going back for the highlight brush, and I'm switching between brush because I want it to look as natural. Okay, there we go. So right now, the aim of contouring and highlight is to make your nose look as thin as possible. That is why you contour. Anywhere shadow falls on your face, that's where you contour. If you have a double chin and you notice that it falls under here, you can contour it and it just it disappears. Yeah? Yes. This is your contour nose. This is your contour nose. Sorry, I touched there with the first one. All right, guys, so don't give up. Keep doing, keep practicing. Wipe your face. Start with a clean face. Wash your face, wipe your face, dry your face. Then start with a clean face. Apply your moisturizer and then your primer, and then contour and highlight. Let me know in the comment section, guys, if you are able to accomplish this, okay?